Have you ever noticed how the poorest people often defend the system that screws them the most? Like a guy making minimum wage arguing online that billionaires deserve their money. Or someone saying, if you're poor, just work harder, while they're one missed paycheck away from homelessness. It's strange, right? You'd think people at the bottom would want to flip the board, but instead they guard it, like loyal security guards protecting a mansion they'll never live in. I used to be that guy. I used to believe the system was fair, that success was just a matter of effort, discipline, grind. And when I saw someone richer than me, I thought, that's who I want to be, not that's who benefits from my struggle. So the question is, why do poor people support capitalism? Not the theory, not the economics, the myth. Because capitalism isn't just a system, it's a story. And stories, they shape what we're willing to suffer for. We grow up with this idea that the world is fair, that effort equals reward. Work hard, stay disciplined, don't complain, and life will pay you back. That's the story. It's in every movie, every ad, every motivational quote. And it feels good to believe that, right? Because it gives you control. If life is fair, then you're in charge of it. If someone's rich, it's because they earned it. If someone's poor, it's because they didn't try hard enough. It's simple, comforting, and totally false. See, capitalism needs you to believe in fairness. Otherwise, you'd start asking dangerous questions like why one person can make in an hour what another makes in a month, or why people who clean hospitals can't afford health care. But fairness isn't part of the deal. It's the marketing. And once that idea takes root, people start defending it because to admit the system is rigged means admitting your struggle might be in vain. And that's painful. Because deep down, we'd rather feel guilty than powerless.
Here's the thing. People don't defend capitalism because they love billionaires. They defend it because they want to believe they might be next. Every generation has its saints of the grind. The rapper from the trailer park, the athlete from the ghetto, the YouTuber who made it out. They become walking proof that the system works, that if one person climbed out, anyone can. Take Eminem. That's the American dream in 4/4 rhythm. White trash kid, broken home, mom on pills, becomes the biggest rapper on earth. It's powerful. It's cinematic. And it feeds a simple idea. If he did it, what's your excuse? That's the emotional core of capitalism. Hope. Not the reality of millions stuck in low-wage jobs, but the fantasy that one day you'll be the exception. So people keep playing the game, keep defending it, even when it's clearly rigged, because someone out there did win. It's like a lottery where 99.9% lose, but the billboard always shows the one smiling winner holding a giant check. You don't hate the system that sells you dreams. You keep buying tickets. And that's how they control us, through hope. Not by chains, but by our own ambition. Here's the scary part. Most people knows something's wrong. You can feel it when your rent eats half your paycheck, when you work harder every year but somehow never move forward. Deep down, we all sense the system is broken, but saying it out loud, that's dangerous. Because once you admit it, what then? If hard work doesn't guarantee success, then what was all that struggle for? If the system's unfair, maybe your failures weren't your fault, but also your dreams weren't real. And that's terrifying. People don't cling to capitalism because it's perfect. They cling to it because it gives life meaning. It tells you, keep going, keep fighting, your turn will come. Without that story, things get dark. Fast. It's like waking up from a dream you've lived in your whole life. Everything still looks the same, but nothing feels real anymore. The songs about grind, the motivational speeches, the success stories, they stop being inspiring and start sounding like noise. So most people don't even want to wake up, not because they're stupid, but because they're scared to lose color in their world. It's easier to believe the game is fair, even if it's not. than to face the emptiness of realizing it never was.
Think about every movie, TV show, ad, or viral post you've seen. Who gets celebrated? Who gets scolded? The self-made millionaire, the tech founder, the influencer. They're not just rich, they're good. They overcame obstacles. They earned it. They inspire. And the message is subtle but powerful. If you're rich, you're virtuous. If you're poor, well, maybe you just didn't try hard enough. Even music, memes, and motivational quotes reinforce it. Rich people are heroes. The system is fair. Reject the story, and you start feeling like a failure for even thinking about it. Society will reject you back. So instead, people defend it. Because defending capitalism feels like defending their own identity. It's not logical. It's emotional. It's easier to say, I'm struggling because I need to work harder, than I'm struggling because the rules are rigged. Because if rules are rigged, then there is no point to continue the grind. And once that narrative settles in, it becomes invisible, like air. You don't notice it. You just breathe it. Capitalism, in that sense, isn't just economics. It's culture, morality, and personal meaning all rolled into one.
Here's where it gets clever. Capitalism doesn't just sell products, it sells stories about you. And it uses pop culture as its most loyal salesperson. Movies, TV shows, music, social media, all carefully curated to make you think you are alone. Your success is your responsibility. Your failure is your fault. That's the myth of individualism. And it works beautifully, because when people believe it, they stop looking around and start looking up at the winners. They compete with each other instead of questioning the system. Pop culture feeds this daily. Reality shows, influencer wars, viral success stories. Every rags to riches tale whispers, work harder, hustle harder, be the exception. And it's subtle. It's entertaining. You don't feel manipulated, you feel inspired. But what it really does is keep people busy surviving, dreaming, and comparing, and never noticing how rigged the game is. So the poor defend capitalism, not because they love it, because capitalism taught them through the culture they consume that defending it is survival, that grind is the norm and there is no other way around it.
Here's the secret. Supporting capitalism feels good, even when it hurts you. Why? Because it gives you a sense of dignity. I'm not a victim. I'm just working my way up. Even if the paycheck is tiny, the rent is high, and the boss is a tyrant, believing in the system makes you feel in control. It's a psychological payoff. You're telling yourself, I'm responsible. I have agency. One day, maybe I'll win too. That story protects your pride, your self-image, your hope. And let's be honest, life feels less scary when you believe the rules are fair. You can pretend the world is just a game you can master. Even if it's rigged, that belief makes life colorful, meaningful, and bearable. So people cling to capitalism even when it's clearly failing them, because giving it up feels like admitting, I was wrong. My dreams were illusions. My struggle might not be mine to fix. It's safer to fight for a lie than to face the void of truth.
And then, for some people, it clicks. You stop believing in the just work harder, you'll succeed story. You start seeing the system for what it really is. Messy, unfair, and rigged. It's uncomfortable at first, The colors fade a little. The songs feel hollow. The stories don't inspire anymore. You realize the dream they sold you was mostly a mirage. But then something else happens. You also see opportunities you didn't notice before. You notice community, cooperation, small wins that don't depend on billionaires or viral fame. You start playing smarter, not chasing illusions, but protecting yourself and others. Seeing the game doesn't make life worse. It makes it clearer. And clarity, strangely, is freeing. Because now, you're not living for someone else's story. You're living for your own. And maybe, just maybe, you can build one that's actually fairer. Here's the thing. People aren't stupid for defending capitalism. They're human. Hope, pride, fear, and the stories we grow up with, that's what keeps the engine running. Most of us aren't waking up every day thinking, how can I defend my oppression? We're waking up thinking, how can I survive, succeed, and keep my life meaningful? Understanding this isn't about blame. It's about seeing the system clearly and seeing people clearly. Because once you see both, you can start making smarter choices. Choices that don't just keep you afloat, but maybe help others too. So next time you hear someone say, just work harder, or see another rags to riches story plastered across social media, ask yourself, who told them this story and why? Remember, capitalism isn't just numbers and markets. It's culture, psychology, and stories sold to keep us playing. And knowing that doesn't make life sad, it makes it clearer. Think about it. Just think about it.